Welcome to the latest edition of PlayStation News. Today I've rounded up the most exciting updates from the world of Sony gaming. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into the week's highlights. According to journalists Jeff Grubb and Nick Baker, Sony is working on the possibility of running PlayStation 3 games on the PS5. Soon, games will be added to the PlayStation Plus Classics catalog under the Deluxe and Premium plans. It is expected that backward compatibility will be selective, similar to games from PlayStation 1, 2, and PSP, available by subscription. Work on PlayStation 3 emulation has been ongoing, but the process is not easy. According to analysts from JSD, sales of games and consoles have significantly declined in Europe. In May this year, console sales dropped by 40%, game sales by 17%, and accessories by 25% compared to last year. In the top 100 best-selling digital game versions, the first place was taken by FC24, followed by GTA 5, and in third place is Formula 1.24, which started 35% worse than the previous game of 2023. New games released in May, such as Helldivers 2, did not make it into the top 100 except for Homeworld 3, which ranked 76th. The main reason for the drop in sales is the lack of high-profile new releases on the level of last year's Hogwarts Legacy and Legends of Zelda. Developers and publishers prefer not to invest in new IPs, considering it risky, and instead release remasters, remakes, and conveyor belt games such as Call of Duty and FC24. Gamers are forced to choose between re-releases of old games and conveyor projects. I have high hopes for the upcoming release of Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, scheduled for September 9th. Developers from Saber Interactive showed new gameplay with colossal hordes of Tyranids. The ability to display hundreds of enemies simultaneously without compromising image quality was achieved thanks to the engine used in World War Z. Therefore, Space Marine 2 looks grand and epic. Sony has announced the official game lineup for PlayStation Plus in July 2024. The lineup includes 3 games: Borderlands 3, NHL 24, and Among Us, all in full versions for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Mixed emotions have been sparked by the game lineup, as evidenced by feedback on various platforms. But don't worry, we will announce the PlayStation Plus Extra soon, and I am sure Sony will offer something interesting. Game publishers have started sharing their impressions of the PvP shooter Concord, a PlayStation 5 exclusive that will also be released on PC. Journalists compare the game to Overwatch and Destiny, highlighting the dynamic gameplay and variety of heroes. However, unlike the free-to-play Overwatch and base version of Destiny, you will have to pay for Concord. This raises the question, why pay $40 for a game when there are free alternatives? Nevertheless, it's a matter of personal preference. Closed beta testing for those who pre-ordered the game will take place from July 12th to 14, with the opportunity to invite 4 friends. The open beta will be available from July 18th to 21 on PlayStation 5. Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot confirmed that the company is preparing several remakes of Assassin's Creed, but didn't share details. He said players would be impressed by how developers enhance the action elements. He's likely referring to the first game and the Ezio Auditore da Firenze trilogy. As a fan of the early games, I would enjoy playing a remake, but I'm not interested in new games like Mirage. Releases of significant games like Death Stranding, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and Resident Evil have failed on Apple mobile devices, Sales of the Death Stranding port for iPhone, iPad, and Mac have only reached 10,000 copies since its release on January 30th, 2024. Assassin's Creed Mirage has sold fewer than 3,000 copies, Resident Evil 4 fewer than 7,000, and Village slightly under 6,000 copies. Low sales are due to high prices and the unsuitable format for mobile gaming, which prefers short gaming sessions. I think paying $50 for a game on a mobile device and struggling with uncomfortable controls is self-respectful. If you are tired of games like Spider-Man or God of War, a truly epic game, Bum Simulator is coming to PS4 and PS5. The pre-order is already open. In this game, you will create combat pigeons and throw them at people, encounter rat people, a clown with a hook, and a wealthy man offering to knock down passers-by. The gameplay is so detailed that you can capture, build, and customize your base, craft upgrades, grow vegetables, and even hire other bums. Put all other releases aside. Now you know what to play. FromSoftware has stated that they will not simplify their games for the mass market. In an interview with The Guardian, Hidetaka Miyazaki acknowledged the demand for reducing the difficulty of games like Elden Ring, but clarified that this will not happen. According to him, if they truly wanted their games to be played by everyone, they could lower the difficulty, but that is not in their interest. FromSoftware aims at experienced gamers familiar with Souls-like games. Meanwhile, GameSpot has compiled a top 10 list of the highest-rated games from FromSoftware. The top 3 are Dark Souls 2 with 91 points, Bloodborne with 92 points, and Elden Ring with 96 points. To avoid missing the closed beta test of Marvel's Rivals, which will take place on July 24th on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series, you need to register on the official website. I will leave the registration link in the description. Follow the link, answer a few questions, provide your email, and check your email for code closer to July 24th. The gameplay resembles Overwatch, but with Marvel characters. Sony also offers 2 packs of avatars for PlayStation Network accounts, one featuring Astro's Bot, and the other featuring Dave the Diver. In conclusion, I want to say that the gaming world continues to surprise and delight us with new announcements, interesting projects, and exciting events. Despite the challenges and declines in some segments, the industry is not standing still. We see companies developing new strategies, returning to the classics, and experimenting with new ideas. Don't forget to stay tuned for news, participate in beta tests, and share your impressions in the comments. Thank you for being with us. Have a great week and see you next time on PlayStation.